Hi and welcome to my Random Ruminations. So, as I stated yesterday, Destiny has a free demo. And I played it. I didn't sleep last night, so I played it for about 2 hours last night. In those 2 hours, I went from level 1 through to level 5. The demo caps out at level 7. And while that does cut out the vast majority of the game, as in the campaign story, which is okay. I mean, the campaign story, it's not Halo, let's put it that way. This is more akin, to my mind and to my eyes, to perhaps Diablo 1, and I'll get to my reason for that now in a moment. So, I got to level 5, really enjoyed getting to level 5, I have to say. The controls are tight, the gameplay is well balanced. You have the choice to go for the normal setting in each mission or a harder session which is one level higher than you are. I always went to one level higher because it was more enjoyable. I like a challenge. I mean, it's one of the reasons I love Borderlands 2. I die constantly in Borderlands 2 because I permanently go after... I always try and do things under-leveled. I enjoy doing it that way. But the real question I have to answer is Destiny worth getting into? Now, bear in mind that if you're going to buy it on the Irish market, it's almost €60, plus another 35 to 40 euros for the season pass, which will give you access to all the DLCs. And it's kind of hard to say yes or no. I would say yes if you are a fan of first-person shooters in the vein of Counter-Strike, where you go back to the same areas. Like with Counter-Strike, nobody ever complained about there being no story in Counter-Strike because there was never a story in Counter-Strike. It's not that kind of game. No one ever complained about the fact that you redid the same maps over and over and over because people loved those maps. Destiny is kind of the same. You are going to be going back to the same places over and over and over again as you level up. Woo, updated. And for me, that's fine. I like that. I'm an OCD gamer. I mean, I spent most of the last half hour of my playthrough last night trying to get into all the high places, jump climbing, trying to reach all the places that I thought you could reach, but I wasn't certain. So, for me, it's a yes for that, even though the story is... It's okay. I mean, as far as I've seen of it so far, it's okay. It has pretensions of MMO, RPG, but it's not quite there yet on the story-wise. If you like first-person shooters that are a little bit repetitive, where you go to the same maps over and over because you want to see what else is there, definitely. And the reason I brought up Diablo 1 a while ago is also this. It's a loot grinding game. Now, if you're like me and you kind of cut your teeth in role-playing games on Diablo, you're someone who grew up playing games where you reran the same dungeons over and over and over, trying to get that one perfect piece of loot. Diablo 2 is a wonderful example of this, with running Andariel over and over and over, trying to get a particular set piece. I did eventually, but it took me 30 runs. And Destiny isn't unlike that. It's not so much that you're going to get good gear from drops, but you have the chance to get engrams, which are basically patterns or design scrolls from like World of Warcraft. And it's fun. The sense of achievement when you get one is amazing. Now, here's the thing. The kicker is this. By and large, people are saying that Destiny does not have much of an end game. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. I haven't reached it. I know that once you hit level 20, your levels are built up by increasing the level of your gear. Which means getting engrams, it means attacking certain groups for certain engrams, it means finding a group to raid and do the Destiny equivalent of dungeon runs with. Now, from my experience on Xbox Live Gold, that's not a problem. So, for me, how am I going to say this? For me, Destiny is an absolute yes. I will say this, I am not going to buy it on the Irish market, because if you go to Amazon, you can get it for £25, and you can get the season pass for another £35, which basically is going to cut probably the guts of €30 off the cost of the two. Maybe even a little bit more. So, for me it's an absolute yes. When will I get it? I may get the vanilla game in the next month or so, because it's not incredibly expensive, and I really enjoyed it. My experience with it so far has been so enjoyable. It's fast paced, and you have to think, and there's multiple ways to play it. Yeah, you can dash in and run where angels fear to tread, or you can hang back and try and find that perfect shot on that vandal and take his head clean off. Of course, his subordinates are then going to try and swarm you, but that's where tactics come in. And it is one of those rare FPSs where you can use actual tactics against the computer AI, and it works. And they use them on you. I have been flanked more times in that game than in any other FPS ever by the computer. It is brutal. So yeah, I suppose I should really come to a conclusion. Well, okay, that's weird. I would say my conclusion is this. Destiny is right now, to my mind, where most MMORPGs, like desktop World of Warcraft or World of Warcraft clones, were in the first year of their launch, within the first year of launch, and that is released too early. It is catching up with DLCs. There's no denying that, because I've done some research into it, and my God, are they trying to fix the mistakes they made. They really are trying. It is becoming something more than what it is right now, and I admire Bungie for that. I have faith in Bungie to fix this and pull it out of the fire, because, come on, Halo, Bungie have a great track record where FPSs are concerned, and this is kind of their first foray into this kind of into this sort of territory, and it's not surprising that there's been a few hiccups, and they're getting there. They are getting there. So for me, I would say, as I said, if you like FPSs where you're trying to find everything in a particular area, and you're the kind of person that's always trying to find that perfect spawn point to take out your enemy, that's the perfect spot to snipe the whole map from, which I think might be possible in some cases, definitely go for it. Especially, though I will say, if you don't have Xbox Gold Live, this is obviously on Xbox and PlayStation. I know the PS Network is, as far as I know, free still. But if you have Xbox Gold Live, yeah, if you don't have Xbox Gold Live, you will not be able to play it. You have to be online to play it. That does suck to a degree, because I have Xbox Gold for 12 months. I don't know if I'll have it next year, so I don't know if I'll be able to afford it next year. But, yeah. So, yes, actual conclusions. Come on. Focus. Actual conclusions. Gameplay. Awesome. It's fluid. It's easy to play. It's easy to pick up. If you've ever played an FPS, you can play it. It has MMORPG elements like skill trees and what have you, which is very welcome and very fun. Well, I say skill trees, but really you just gather skills as you level up. But anyway, it is well worth playing from that point of view. Graphics, on the Xbox 360, it is pretty for the 360. Now, I admit on the Xbox One, it's probably much prettier on 1080p, but it's still quite nice. Story-wise, to be honest, I don't think I've gotten into the story very far because of the level cap on the free demo. But what I've seen so far, I like. I look forward to learning more about it. And longevity, replay value, I'm going to be playing the crap out of that demo until I get the full game, because it is just that much fun. I really enjoy Destiny. So, I'm going to leave it there. Agrarian Skies, first part of the last push to finish Isengard, goes live at 5 PM this evening. Second part goes live at 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. I may not have a video tomorrow. My mum arrives in about an hour to Euston Station, so I'm going to be all about my time with my mommy for the next 2 days. I may or may not get a video up tomorrow. I'm not going to promise either way. But if I do, great. If not, I'll talk to you on Thursday. Because if I don't get it up tomorrow, I won't get it up on Wednesday. And yeah, I'm going to go and get some work done. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.